You know, the hardest part of doing YouTube as a hobby is trying to make a thumbnail. I'm not that smart and creative, so trying to make a thumbnail that's like eye-popping is difficult. I badly photoshopped a burger and a cola into Bog's hand for the last video. Is that great thumbnail making or what? I don't know. I mean, it seems to have worked at least a little bit. So I guess we take the dubs where we can. Alrighty. I tried recording 2 videos before this. Both of them went to shit. Or both lights out. Or they all went bad. Every single one of them ended badly. So I'm just playing a non-lights out damnation now. I don't know if it was lights out that was the issue or if it was just unlucky. I don't know, I guess we'll figure it out.
I don't need to tell you how badly we need those supplies. Don't screw this up.
You ever read someone's take and you just like, you refuse to believe it's a real human? Like, there's no way a real human typed this out. This is an AI psyop generated to enrage me.
Sentry duty, is it? Never thought I'd miss those days.
Kindly confine communication to operational matters.
It just... Oh boy. Basically, I read a take. It was about the VTuber named Pikami is graduating because people think it's from the Hogwarts thing, even though even though it has been stated that, well, not stated, but it's pretty much alluded to that in fact was months and planned like in January, because she kind of got shit for playing Hogwarts Legacy, which is cringe, but
I do like work. I could watch it all day.
people assumed because it was like the recent trendy thing that happened. And it's just, the take was basically, oh yeah, the people who are speaking me should be getting, like, or justified in getting harassed or whatever. But it's like, that's fucking stupid. Like, if you see someone being dumb, call them out on being dumb, but because if you just think, oh, that's justified, the people that weren't involved are going to get harassed, and there's already been, the whole event has been just used as a scapegoat by transphobes to be even more transphobic. Goddamn, I was reloading. Or people that were quote-unquote allies to be like, oh, well, now I'm transphobic. I'm like, okay, buddy, don't be a coward. Just say you're a transphobe from the fucking beginning, you loser. I hate when people like try to hide, like, oh, I wasn't this before, but now I am. No, you were. If that's all it takes to change your mind, it's like, come on, bro. It's not like you're changing, you know, your favorite color. It's not. Come on. Same thing when I hate like the term separate art from the artist. Just say you like the artist. Like 90% of the time, it's not really gonna fucking matter. Like Kanye, piece of shit, people still like the Graduation album, you know? Like, no one's... Like, sometimes, yeah, it's probably like, you can't really do that, but like... Same thing from the J.K. Rowling thing. Like, the game was gonna... Hogwarts, if you don't like J.K. Rowling, and you like Hogwarts, or Harry Potter, that's fine. You know? Go ahead. Don't try to be like, oh, but this was my child. Just... Don't try to hide behind a blanket of excuses. Just man up. Say, hey, I like this game. I fucking think, you know, what's her face is a bitch. And move on with your day. You're gonna get shit no matter what. You might as well just, like, don't be surprised, you know. Put your hand on an iron and you're surprised you get burned, right? I think that's what annoys people most is when people try to make excuses for it. Like, oh, it was this, it was that. Just say you like it. You don't have to, like, don't try to, like, go beyond your means to try and justify yourself, you know? I get it if you're, like, a popular streamer, you have the public eye to worry about and all that, but, like, at the end of the day, you know? If you didn't try to make something of it, less people would have cared, but I don't know. I mean, I still think the reaction to Hogwarts Legacy was fucking overblown to shit. Although I do think that there's a lot of the people who worked on the game are absolute pieces of shit. Like, one of the lead writers is like a mega racist. One of the, I think, devs was a like wife abuser or something. And then obviously J.K. Rowling herself is a bit silly. Why, yes, I will use these long-nosed creatures to be in charge of all the banks. That's definitely not... That's definitely not related to any... Fuck, what's the word? Stereotypes. There we are. And also the premise of the game being like you're suppressing a goblin revolution, like of the slaves like revolting. Like, come on. Come on. Now I don't know like if there's any like plot twists. I haven't seen anything posted about it. It's been a while, so I mean I got spoiled like pretty early just because you know, Twitter be talking about the games they play. Also, his gun is a hurt box. But speaking of games that people play, oh, he's way back there, that guy. Forspoken. They also did Final Fantasy 15. The dev, I think the dev team game company. They got shot down. I don't know if it was because of Forspoken or if it was just like happenstance, but very coincidental that two games that weren't exactly received the best back to back kind of sealed their fate, you know? Which is a shame. It always sucks when a dev team goes down. Or game company division? I don't know what the like term would be.
It's a long way down.
I don't want to know.
Yeah, that's a good line.
Show me that ugly grin.
Wow. You know, since I'm kind of talking about game takes, I saw a take from some rando on Twitter, like no one like specific. He was talking about like, I can't remember what he was trying to remember, like what the base tweet was about. I think it was about like, I think it was similar to the Forspoken, is like related to that, coincidentally. Basically, he was trying to say, oh, Cyberpunk is still bad because it had a bad release. It was some game that had a bad release. What was it? Other than Cyberpunk. And it was like, bro, Cyberpunk has gotten so many updates. It's like, yeah, like the release of the game matters very little in the grand scheme of things. Well, as long as it's like a game that's been like hyped up, right? Darkitde is a good example, right? The release of the game, yeah, it mattered a bit, but people are still gonna play once the updates come out, right? Same with Cyberpunk, you know, it was hyped up for God knows how many years. 7? 8? 7? I feel 7 sounds right. And now it's like pretty good. I mean, I still have like the combat could be a bit better, but they getting a combat overlook. I think it's getting a combat overhaul with the DLC coming out, so that'll be good. At least I think it's the melee combat, because the gunplay's fine. Gunplay's great. And obviously you're being able to shoot from a car is going to be nice. Though I never really... that's a big horde. I never really like... I'm not like a car combat guy. I will get like motion sick. I love Cyberpunk though. I'm very lucky when it comes to bugs. In the sense that I don't get many.
There are unquiet spirits everywhere.
I feel another headshot coming on.
any grenades. Or the only bug I had 2 bugs that I remembered. Well, three, and one like was a bug everyone had. And that one was like in a certain hut on a mission in a desert. If you tried to crawl through the window, you'd get launched back like a million miles. And then I had one bug where a cutscene where Johnny was talking, where every time he like moved his cigarette, it would like spawn a floating cigarette, and he had like 20 cigarettes around his face at the end of the dialogue. And then one was the first cutscene, or one of the first cutscenes you have with Jackie in the car, where you're driving out, and there was a car in front, like wherever I was supposed to go. Because that was, it was like, I think it was like a scripted cutscene, so you couldn't like just floor it. I'll use it if no one else wants to. And a car, it disintegrated in like order. So it was the frame, then it was the wheels, and then it was the floating person. I was like, wow, interesting. Other than that, my Cyberpunk experience was pretty bug-free, save for like frame issues here and there, but I don't consider those bugs. Those are just frame issues. And I didn't have like, I only had a 1660 at the time, so that was to be expected. But ever since, I played it semi-recently with my 3060, and it was perfectly fine. Oh, actually I did have a 4th bug, but because it's like such an underutilized thing. Whenever I looked in the mirror, like in a room or something, I would just be naked. Even though I would be wearing clothes, it's just in the mirror I'd appear naked. Titties out and all. I think a fully charged Lucius last shot should auto pop barrels. Actually, with Wild Hearts, I am getting a few more bugs than I normally do, in the sense of like, sometimes the monsters will just like float a little bit, or like they'll interact with like geometry weird and just start like climbing up a wall face. That doesn't happen too often. That only happened twice, so. Ooh. Can't say my Darkitde experience was bug-free, but all the bugs have been funny, so it's fine. Speaking of bugs, slightly related to game alteration. Ow. Ow! Can I tag him from here? Nope, Flamer's in the way. Be around the corner here swinging. Darkitde mods, I might. A comment asked me about them, and I figured I might look at some mods. I've never really installed mods. I'm kind of lazy, so I don't typically install mods. The only time I'll install mods is if I'm playing Minecraft. Like, I always want my shaders up. You know what I'm saying? Like, playing with shaders for the first time, I told her, like, oh, I don't really need shaders, and I was like, I'll try them out. It was like that Danny DeVito meme. I get it. I am recording right now. Had to double check there because I was worried I just ended it by tabbing back in.
I've got you now.
They found a very good position. Very impressive.
Elden Ring DLC is coming. I actually need to say something. I never finished Elden Ring. I got to the Fire Giant and then I just kind of stopped playing that because I was like, I didn't like it or anything. It was just like one of those things where I just stopped playing. So I really gotta finish that up. I'm going to die. Well, like, back to me being lazy. Like, I also have a terrible sense of direction as well. I mean, even in, like, Darkitde, they still get lost, you know? I've played these maps so many times, I've memorized them, it's just in the moment, my brain just shuts off. Okay, I need to heal.
Yes, beloved, they're hiding. Fear me, fear me!
Wow, I'm missing my shots by, like, a mile.
Interrogator has crashed. Restart.
Die! Am I crazy, or did grenades do friendly fire in the beta for Darkitde? Like the closed one? Am I crazy? I feel like I remember that, but then again, I don't know. I could be bonkers.
Praise appreciated.
Iterative phase nearing completion.
Oh my god, stop.
Roger, gunner, sit down. They seem quite comfortable.
Hold that pose.
I love hitting someone in the face with a grenade like a baseball. Cause that reminds me, are grenades, like, were they round in World War I for baseball players? Was that real, or was that kind of like fake history, you know what I'm saying?
You shouldn't have made me angry. You hit it in the head.
Medicaid station.
I'll let someone else use the Medicaid, because I used it last time.
Obstacle cleared. Move out to column control.
Let's sell till.
She bears a heavy responsibility. Or is it cute?
High porn folk always have angst. It's their way of pretending suffering.
Calling the ship mistress angsty. That's so funny. That does very fit in the Warhammer though, because every time I hear like some like fucking rich guy talk, it's like, oh, this guy's being edgy on purpose. Speaking of edgy rich guys, Andrew Tate may or may not have lung cancer. It's kind of like whether or not it's actually true is still to be determined, because obviously they say they do, or someone like close to him says he does. But at the same time, there's like no proof. Like there was like proof provided, but people were like, "This seems bullshit." Like proof in quotation marks. So I guess we'll never know. But then again, dude is a walking advertisements for cigars, so things that wouldn't be surprising.
Empty. Reloading.
Where? Who? Where? Above? Below? Don't know why I wasted a grenade there. For fun, I guess. I think I hate shotgunners that much. Forgot this was Damnation for a second. It's been going so swimmingly.
Hear that? They're coming.
Shall be our honor.
Now we can use a grenade here.
Hang on from my tree.
Do a second one just for fun. Come in, start swinging. Speaking of swinging, great transition. Creed 3 apparently is like inspired by anime, so that's gonna be interesting. Don't know why I just thought of that. I might have said it before, but it came to my mind, so it came out my mouth. God, I can't wait for Space Marine 2. I need to play the Dawn of War, was it? With the one with the Blood Ravens? Never played that one.
It needs recharging.
Power cell.
See yon grenade.
Oh, I wanted that. I had macaroni earlier. But I was out of milk, so I used condensed milk. Or not condensed, evaporated. And it tasted actually a lot better. It was like nice and thick. I don't know how it didn't die to a fully charged shot, which I thought was a headshot, but I guess not. Like, they need to buff the damage of a fully charged shot, you know what I'm saying? Like, why shouldn't that be able to one-tap a trapper in the chest, or a sniper especially in the chest? Uh-oh. It's fine, we're good. Like, snipers have so little HP, like a small breeze would kill him, but a fully charged Lucius last shot won't? I used 10 ammo. You mean I can't kill a sniper to the body?
Nice and quiet. That's better.
God Emperor, stand with us now.
Rangers out!
Agent,
Like, if they just buffed the, charge shot of the Lucius, it would be, like, way good.
so perish. Fury of the faith.
A present from my beloved.
Kill shot in bind!
Kill shot him behind. Dead. I'll let the other guy take the ammo. I've got a lot of ammo.
Thus be a fool's errand when the train be there for the taking.
Try the train for the orders to a sector swarming with trigger-happy inhabitants. What could go wrong?
She's so sassy. I love her so much.
Because taking the train would be too easy.
That's literally what she just said. Oh, I think he meant like in the other sense of taking. Shut up. How dare you talk to my wife that way, you freaking nerd.
Blast this off!
How dare you talk to my freaking wife like that? My wife! I am not emotional about the money. I'm emotional about someone putting their hands on my wife. That's a Gentleman reference, if you don't know. That movie's great. With Matthew McConaughey,
Just funnel them to the left over here.
the guy who was in
melees.
Sons of Anarchy. That was a great movie. I liked it.
Here, cop this!
Scream, it's out tonight.
Just gonna grenade that. I love Matthew McConaughey. He's a really good actor.
Did anyone see that house?
You don't really hear a lot about him from him nowadays. He really does like kind of do very similar movies nowadays. Although then again, I have no proof to that because the only movie I can think of him being in is The Gentleman.
Sounds like a horde.
Not more of them.
Grenade out! Parkin, eat it!
Oh my god.
Parkin, scrap!
My bit rate, no. Fire into the horde. Oh, it's a crusher. Oh, I gotta reload. Fixing bayonets! Yeah! I did it.
I need you to disable the Skyfire defenses. Let's give them something
Oh
to
my.
work.
The last guns aren't hit scan. Like, they are, but they kind of aren't, if that makes sense.
On the God Emperor's name!
It's very easy to miss with this last gun, I think. I think the projectile is pretty slow. And I just suck as well.
Do that.
So I wish more guns would pop the heads off of these guys.
Point and shoot! Military style!
Now set up a landing beacon to guide your support team.
There's 2 Reapers, so I'm just gonna... Like, that guy got a headshot, still has his face. Oh, come on, man. Let me blow some... Let me blow someone? I mean... I mean, hey, if they're nice enough.
Reinforcements!
That'll do. Help inbound. Try to be alive when it gets there.
So M&M's, Hershey's doing this like women's like month thing or like women empowerment thing, which is fine. That doesn't bother me. Obviously, I don't give a shit. But what does bother me is that on the, I don't know if this is just the one I have, but the like promotional stand they have that's full of like different M&Ms and stuff, is why are the lady M&Ms upside down? Like, they're upside down. Like, all the text is right side up. Why are the lady M&Ms upside down on this promotional stand? Although, but they do... I was tempted to actually get some M&Ms because they're like, ooh, M&Ms with nuts in them? Hell yes, brother. M&Ms with nuts and M&Ms with, the mini ones are goated. 69-meter headshot. It's very funny. They're calling them her, she. That's so silly. I love it. I love puns. I'm a big pun fella. Like Hershey isn't like her slash she, you know, not H-E-R-S-H-E-Y. It's like, you know, the pronouns. Pronouns. Yo, the gender fluid's mango flavored. That's fucking shit. I like mango flavored things, but I'm not like, I don't like default mango. Like, I love dried mango. Dried mango's so good. Mango fruit jerky, delicious. Mango itself, I don't like the texture much. Very goopy. This ending is very... They need to spruce up this ending, this map's ending a little bit. Because it just being hordes is kind of... Like, add a plague ogre or something, you know? Add, like, a monstrosity, just to make it, like, at least there's something. Or maybe add, like, one of each monstrosity. Say, like, a plague host... Not a plague host. A plague ogren. Although plague host is a dope name for an enemy. Plague ogren and a beast of Nurgle at the same time for this ending. Like, when you're, like, at this section after you destroy the defenses. Excuse you, sir. He lag switched me. What the hell was that? Oh, he tried to juke me. Kill Mazozi, don't let her land. Fuck.
Our veteran is dangling.
Yeah, my nuts are dangling. 10-4, brother. Yeah, so it was lights out, I think. And unlucky, because last two damn maps went to shit, but that one went swimmingly. I think it is just that map is really easily. Like, there's, like, it's a pretty easy map. A lot of choke points you can hold. Alrighty, see what we got. chain axe. I don't really like that weapon, but cool. Alright, well, if you made it this far in the video, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Or don't. Why is there... There is a multi-shaker of different spices on my desk. Got cayenne, garlic salt, black pepper, salt, paprika, curry, cayenne. I already said that. Why is that on my desk? Anyway, like and subscribe. Or don't. I'm not your mother. But you better have brushed your teeth. Have a good one.